Cara Smith, thank you so much for joining me here at Ruffle Magazine today for our quick fire questions. Are you ready?
I sure am.
Fantastic. Cara, what's the best piece of advice that you have received from a mentor in your professional life that actually influenced your outcome?
Yeah, very simply, just say yes. Figure it out as you go, lean into it, just say yes and take advantage of the opportunity.
Brilliant. Your most unusual talent?
I don't have one. So I think my talent is similar to lots of women, and that's juggling lots of things at once, but I don't think it's unusual.
Okay. If I gave you $50,000 today to start a new business, what would you do and why?
Yeah, I would start a not-for-profit business based in rural New Zealand, based on teaching software development skills in particular to young Māori. And the reason why is the software development market can now be pretty much done remotely, but our tangata whenua, our young Māori, are not going to be able to take advantage of that opportunity with the skills gap. And I think that's really sad. So that's what I'd do.
I love that. What overwhelms you?
Yeah, it takes a lot, to be honest. I'm not sure I acknowledge when I'm overwhelmed. I think more so I take lots and lots on my plate, and the feeling I would feel is that I can get a bit low on energy. My battery kind of runs out. That would be more what happens to me.
What advice would you give your previous boss if you could?
Focus on the people first.
Oh,
The profit will come. Get the people right, it'll all come after that.
nice. And one thing you would tell your 20-year-old self?
Save more money, buy a house earlier. I think I wouldn't have waited so long.
Absolutely. One thing you never thought you'd do or think, but you did.
Yeah, I have a 15-year-old son, and I never thought I would have a baby, a second baby. And in the first COVID, I got pregnant. And my husband and I are so happy. And it is definitely the best thing I've done for myself and for our family. So I never thought I'd do it. And I certainly had planned not to. But I'm so glad. We love our little baby.
Fantastic. What do you think about when you're alone in the car?
I think about what's next always. And I really try to not. I really try to stay in the now. But I find that hard. I'm always thinking about the next thing.
Yeah. What is the most difficult moment in your current business that you didn't expect?
It has to be the first COVID lockdown, right? No playbook, no understanding of where it was going to go from there. Incredible stress and anxiety, incredibly so.
And how has leadership or business been more difficult for you as a female?
Yeah, I think not only am I a female, but I'm Māori. I'm also 37 years old. So I'm a young Māori female leader. And in my industry, not lots of other leaders of their branches look like me. And so I really struggled with that for quite some time. And I think basically I don't get the same benefit of the doubt that a lot of other people get. And I think that's probably been my biggest struggle. However, I have throughout my career then just completely turned that into my motivation to prove people wrong. And that brings me great confidence now. But I do acknowledge it's there.
Yeah. And I love how you've done it anyway. Yeah. And how inspiring you are to others. Your best takeaway advice for our Ruffle Women viewers out there?
Yeah, just like I was just talking about, I have suffered with imposter syndrome quite a bit, especially when I was getting into the leadership role, and I still do, without a doubt. So what I had to figure out though is that my differences were actually my strengths, and that once I started looking at it like that and realized actually when I'm in a room with everyone else who doesn't look like me, I'm memorable.
I love it.
And I have things to talk about that they can't talk about. And I have points of view and life experiences. That is my competitive advantage. So when I started looking at it like that, that went away. And that's my advice. Look at your own strengths. Don't look at others. Stop comparing yourself to other people, in particular men, because people will love you for it, and just say yes.
Brilliant. I love it. Cara, thank you so much for joining us for the quickfire questions today. And I look forward to perhaps doing an extended interview with you at some point, but thank you so much. That was a wonderful taste of Cara Smith from Talent International, everybody. Thank you so much, and we'll talk again soon.
Kia ora. Thank you.
Bye.